Potjie Pot, dit eet allemaal mos. Hoendertjie of roeivlees, zelfs een snoek is bos.
Hi, my name is Ben Kruger and this is Potjie Pot. Now, the most important part of Potjie Pot is of course the pot, the three-legged cast iron pot. Today I want to share a little bit with you on how to care and look after your pot. These three-legged pots are seen all over Africa, and some of them have been in use for generations. But if you don't look after your pot, it will not look after you. The biggest problem with the pot when you get it from the factory is that it is not properly cleaned. There's all sorts of fly ash and soot and rubbish from the casting process that needs to be cleaned out of the pot before you can use it to make food. The easiest way to do this, put water in the pot and add vegetable peels, potatoes, carrots, beans, even pineapples. Anything you have that is not going to be eaten, throw it into the pot with some water. Bring the pot to the boil. Then throw it out and wash the pot with water and dishwashing soap. Repeat the process. Water, vegetable and fruit peels, bring it to the boil, throw it out, wash it with soap and water. Round about the third time you repeat this process, you should be able to rock and roll, because by then when you wash the pot with soap and water, you won't have any residue coming out of the pot. Your pot is then ready to use. Now, storing the pot after you've used it is also a problem because cast iron rusts. There are various ways of protecting your pot from rusting inside. The most popular method is to just rub it with cooking oil. Cover the whole inside of the pot with cooking oil and store it in a cool, dry place. I have a problem with that because if you're not going to use the pot next weekend again, that oil starts getting sticky and rancid, and you really have to wash the pot very carefully before you use it again. Second method is to take newspaper, crumple it up into balls and fill your pot with the newspaper, put the lid on, store in a cool, dry place. This is a very good method, but I have heard that people complain that when you use the pot again, it tastes a little bit like printing ink. Now, I don't know what printing ink tastes like, but this is what people tell me. My favorite method of keeping my pot rust free is to lift the lid, make sure it's dry, and pour in a bag of rice. Put the lid on and just leave it. You can leave it for months. The rice will absorb the moisture and your pot will not rust. Pour the rice into a container, keep it to one side, and when you've finished using your pot, once you've washed and cleaned it, put the same rice back in. And if you're really hungry, you can probably eat it, but I would not recommend that. Thank you for watching. Next week, we cook.
Potjie Pot, dit eet allemaal mos. Hoendertjie of roeivlees, zelfs een snoek is